Happy Thursday, everyone. Welcome back to Mediocre MTG. As we've seen, if you have seen, I've been opening a lot of packs, cracking a lot of packs lately. I've been happy about that. But it's time to get back and look at something from the past. This deck with the one off color sleeve, the orange sleeve as opposed to the brown. That means I'm looking at a commander deck that I still have built. This is one of my go-to decks. Was one of my go-to decks um, for a good period of time that my friends saw that I liked a lot. It was all right. It was mediocre. It was mediocre. Won a couple games, lost a lot more, but it's just one of those goofy decks that I made. I've got something special here too for those that are watching. Ben, are you watching this one yet? Yeah. So here we go. What is this? What did I do? Let's zoom in a little bit. Come on, zoom. Come on, zoom. Yeah, there we are. All right. And let's take a look at my Kemba Kha Regent. So this is, I don't know, this is maybe the second commander I made. So Kemba, it's cat. I like cats. Cats are great. Making cat tokens seem to be pretty cool. So that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to throw equipment on Kemba, and I wanted to make a ton of cats. Let's try and zoom in more. Figure this stuff out. I'm going to go card by card, and this is in no order. I haven't seen this deck in a while. And see what we have here. Slagworm Armor. There we go. We have an equipment. Cheap to cast. Equip cost on the high side for me with the 3. Planes. Mono White Commander. There's going to be a lot of planes. Honor of the Pure. Well, if I'm going to make tokens, I might as well have a way to buff them. White cat tokens. +1/+1. Seemed good to me. Healer of the Pride. It's a cat. It's on point with the theme of cats. When more cats enter, gaining life. Yes. Yes, please. Riot Control. There's me and my fox. I like preventing combat. If I get a lot of creatures out, actually no, this is opponents. Playing commander, playing a game of, we typically play at least 5-6 people, play it up to 12. There could be a lot of creatures out. It's a card for stopping damage, maybe saving someone else. Nope, saving me. Sword of Vengeance. Here's a little bit of a bigger sword, bigger equipment, with the 3 cost, 3 equip. Really didn't want to try and just do commander damage to, my friends and win that way. It'd be more of a swarm of cats, but just in case. Here's our equipment with the pinions. Flying cat? Yes. Cats can fly. Intangible Virtue, here you go. Again, creature tokens, +1/+1 in vigilance. Goes very well with his token making deck. Trusty Machete, cheap cost. 1 and 2 to equip. Worked for me. I don't care about the +2/+1. Another planes makes sense. Dispatch. This is given to me but from a friend. That was, every now and then we'd give each other a couple cards, so that the tapping creature was fine, but with all the equipment I'm playing, exiling it for a single white is good, especially in this deck. Hour of Reckoning. Destroy all non-token creatures. If I can get a cat army out there, chances are I can wipe the board pretty good. I don't know what pile I put that. Dark Steel Plate. Indestructible cat? Yeah, that seems good. You can't remove it unless you're going to exile. I am fine with that. Give it a little protection. Other planes. Ooh, Indomitable Archangel. Just want to throw a flyer in there. I don't know why it doesn't really fit any theme. I should probably have a different cat in here. But because of all the artifacts I have, I felt like it kind of goes in there, and I guess it did. Soul Ring, the artifact that pretty much every commander deck runs. I think I didn't have original. I had some sort of, was it revised? It was something without a symbol. I don't know what happened to it. Was, the flames around the ring. That was pretty cool. But an artifact nonetheless, and nice little mana rock. Other planes. Myriad Landscape. That was a nice one to kind of get rid of a land and grab 2 planes out from there. Something I picked up at some point kind of later on from one of the Commander sets. Commander 14, it looks like, based off the bottom here, the C14. It's one of the kind of few non-basic lands I have in there. Phantom General, creature tokens, creature token buff. Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to make creature tokens. Marry the Sky Ruin. Bringing creature cards from the graveyard, if anything's dying, back to the battlefield with all the planes I'm playing seemed to make sense to me. I don't think I ever was able to do that. Planes, yeah. Fragmentize, destroying artifact or enchantment. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you need a kind of catch-all. I mean, for that type of thing, and other planes. But it's, I'd pack a couple. Try not to be too specific cards with just like an artifact or just enchantment, but it seemed to be something good. Another planes. Look at that. 4 planes in a row. This is a great game. Shield of the Avatar. That was pretty cool. Not that Kemba would ever take that much damage, but if I needed to start swinging, having a lot of cats, that'd be cool. I'd always look at your equipment cost and then equipping cost for mainly for why I was playing certain equipments. Spire Silk and that, yeah, 0 drop. Yeah, I'm gonna play that on turn 1. Our planes, yeah. If I could, there's been a couple games I got like three artifacts out turn 1 with a land, and it was awesome. Exiling artifact or enchantment. White's good at that on our planes. White's good at planes, of course. It looks like. If you don't know, this is Sun Titan. There's a more recursion, another non-cat that I think is pretty important in white decks. Target permanents, yeah, I can bring back equipment. Seemed good. As you're seeing, this deck did not run a whole ton of creatures so far. I don't think at all. Sword of the Animus is really good for bringing out lands. You can always swing and bring out a land, and depending on your play group and everything, someone lets you swing and chump block it, and you get a land. Seems good. Marshall Coop, another board wipe. And destroying all our creatures. Sometimes it's just you need to do something big. Even destroy your own cats. Mask of Avacyn, hexproof, mainly in there for that. If you can't target, depending on who you're playing with, if they can't target you or commander, and you can keep making cats, that's good. Elspeth, Sun's Champion, in there for not the artifact, the creature token making, also with the emblem. And I guess in there a little bit for the board wipe, but you just kind of flood the board with lots of tokens seems to be good. And if you can get all these other guys who make tokens out, that's even better. More planes, cake, another one. Executioner's Hood, Intimidate. Yeah, I mean it was 2 for 2, 2 and 2. That's fine. And Infiltrator Lens it was good, and I'd be able to do it decently and drawing cards. If not, then you're also gonna make a cat. Do they block? Do they not block? Sure. Micaeus the Lunarch in there for his removing +1/+1 from him and putting +1/+1 on all my other hopeful cats. Bone Splitter 1 and 1. That's a pretty cost-effective equipment I found. Overflowing Chalice of the foil variety. I don't like to foilize my decks, but if I get a chance to do something special, I will. That's something to do, at some point, and with a multi-kicker and adding more mana. Because white's not good at that. Steel Shaper's Gift, looking for equipment. Yeah, that seems really good in a deck where you want to get equipment out. Planes, Skybinder Staff, again, cheap cost, equip cost, not the greatest. Raksha, Golden Cub. This is a card I purchased. For a while I was really against purchasing singles. But Kemba says in her flavor text, I am not Raksha. But Raksha, Golden Cub is Raksha, and he helps out and gives cats buffs. So he works well in a cat deck, and there's enough equipment so you can equip him at some point. All our planes. Swiftfoot boots with hexproof and pretty reasonable casting and equip costs. Lunar planes. Should probably just bring this down. I'm not keeping this too good. Could be a crossroads. A planes with a little gain life, not as important as I guess as a planes. That should have just been a plane. Relic Seeker. Looking for the equipment if you're able to get it out early enough and swing at someone with no creatures, Again, trying to pull out all the equipment I can. Seraph with the masses. This is, again, here's a non-cat. But if you get out enough cats, I've had this sucker, between 20 and 40, 20, 20 and 40, 40 at points. With the flyer, that seems good. Not on point with theme. Mary Angel, again, with the landfall, I get it out. You're going to keep casting lands, making tokens. I've got all the token buffs, those couple cats and angels. Elspeth, Tyrell, the gaining life, sure, making more soldiers, destroying everything except lands and tokens. And it seemed to make sense to me. That was a really cool pull. I pulled from a random pack of Scars of Mirrodin that I obtained from one of the other local stores that we frequented. Argendum armor, really, really expensive, but destroying target permanent could come in handy. I don't think I ever had a chance to do it. Neon and Scimitar, very, very cast and equip cost friendly. Same thing with the fleet feather sandals, a little bit more, but the flying, again, a flying cat, yeah, I'm all about that. All about making Kemba something kind of cool. Voltron, but not to swing with. Destroying target enchantment. More removal, more planes. Solar Tide, destroying board wipe, essentially, and therefore, I think white packs a lot of those. Depending on where you're at, you're okay. Inventor's Fair is in there for looking for artifacts. I don't think I ever casted this card because it was towards the time when I was leaving the game store that I frequented because we moved 1,100 plus miles away. So that card I don't think I ever saw play. Pillar of Light, exiling creatures, big creatures specifically. More planes. Hero's Blade, not the greatest cost, but if you can add something under the battlefield, then you can equip it. You get this out turn 2, then Kemba or Raksha. Is Raksha? Is he? He is a legendary creature, so it'd work for those guys. Sweet. Safe Passage. There's more fog effects for me. I am not the fog master. I'm the fog mediocre guy. Knight of White Orchid. And looking out to dig out planes. Getting them out's good. Quarter Shield in there is specifically for that 0 mana cost. Equip cost of 3, sure, that's fine. 0/3 makes Kemba a bigger blocker. Dreamstone Hedron in there for the mana rock ability, also for the draw because white is bad at draw. Temple of the False God, again, more mana, more planes. Stonehaven Outfitter, equip creatures gain +1/+1. If something dies, you draw a card. This really kind of combos out well with a certain artifact that we'll be seeing at some point. Be funny if it was next. Crew, bounce land, sure, untapped planes. That seem to be pretty good. Get an extra mana out of it. O-ring, yeah, removal. Bonesaw. I can't tell you how many times it is it'll play Bonesaw in turn 1 with that 0 cost, and then it just sits there turn 2 because you can't get anything else out. Kite Shield 2. Especially Bonesaw. Enlightened Tutor, that was a pretty cool pull I had from Eternal Masters. I actually did Sealed of that. We'll talk about that at some day. But yeah, looking for an enchantment. Not that there's too many enchantments in here, and that actually turned out to be I think that's 30 plus now, so I might set that aside. Open the armory, looking for specifically an equipment. That seems really good with all the heavy equipment. Skull Clamp is what Stonehaven Outfitter works with. Get extra draw with that, especially if you're hitting like an angel or a bird from the Mary Angel or something that's a 1/1, an Elspeth token. That seems to be really good value. But it's just an equipment, so that's fine. Sigil of Valor. It's, what's the thing called when you attack alone? I don't remember. And this is the thing that's going to bother me this week. And I'm going to sit here and I'm going to think about Exalted. This is, your kind of Exalted card, Sigil of Valor. Darksteel Axe, turn 1. Play that turn 1 with 1 land. Vomit it out with 3 0 drops. And then you're ready to start equipping Kemba. Stoneforge Masterwork. Yeah, Kemba's a cat. If you want to start swinging with a cat and you make lots of cats, it seems really good to buff it up for all the cats. Another foil that I have. Prowler's Home. Can't be blocked except by walls. I don't... Of course I would play this card. It has something to deal with walls or it's a fog. I'm going to play it. And why not? Planes. Celestial Purge, more exiling, but, specifically in black or red. Dictate a Heliod. Maybe I got that a couple times. It's good for the buff. I don't care about the flash. Explorer's Scope actually did pretty good. I played it enough where I'm able to generate some card advantage out of it. Sicarda's Aid, equipment cards with flash and just attaching into creatures is really good. I don't think I was able to again play that too much as that came out with Eldritch Moon towards the end of my stay in Florida. True Conviction, this card probably helped me win a couple games at least. Double Strike and Lifelink is good when you have massive armies of cats in my case. Not our planes. Buried Ruin, bringing back an artifact card. I think maybe I used it once or twice. Probably never got it out, or if I had it out, forgot about it because that's the way I play. Another board wipe and Planetary Cleansing. Pure Steel Paladin. Again, this card kind of came in at one point. It was only a couple bucks. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna make it because several of our buddies worked at the store and said, hey, this is in, you should put it in your Kemba deck. And I bought it and I put it in there and that worked really well when I was able to have it out and just equip. More planes. Swords. Yeah, this was another gift from a friend from First Conspiracy. And they had enough swords and gave it to me because removal is good for white. And finishing up with the planes. But that is not all. No. I have more different colored sleeves of a smaller variety. That's right. Kemba makes cat tokens. There are cat tokens. I believe they were in Scars Block. Maybe there's a couple more since then. But I took it in my own hands to make cat tokens of my own cats. This would have been Padme. There she is. There's a cat. There's Padme. That is Cece. Cece on the pillow. That was Admiral Piet. He was my buddy. He's immortalized as a cat creature card for this deck. So that's awesome. Anakin as well. With Admiral Piet, they are buddies and they're off together somewhere. Rainbow Bridge. I'm not going to get all sentimental about cats that have passed on me now. Or am I? No, I'm not. Padme. Padme again. Anakin again. So I did 3 of each cat. Oh, there's Aunt Beru. And laying on top of the cat we call Little because she's like a little cat. She's fully grown. She's weird. She's polydactyl. Probably belongs at the, who's that guy? That writer... In Key West, there's his place with all the polydactyl cats. That guy, Hemingway House. She belongs down there. Not Aunt Beru, though. She was now polydactyl. CC again, and we're looking for one more guy. There's our 3 of those guys. And the third Padme. There's Ares. There he is. This one kind of not exactly fitting the frame. I had to adjust it so he kind of fit more fully, but there he is. that's it. So I got 18 cat cards. You know, there'd be plenty of times where I'd have to use dice to work as cats, but when I figured out I can make my own tokens, I'll make 3 of each cat. No, there's the 2 cats and the 1, but that's what I did. Cats, and I use my own cats. Kemba. Kemba makes cats. Kemba makes my cats if you equip her with this stuff. So that's that. A little bit longer of a video. It's my Kemba deck. Again, won me a couple games here and there. Yeah, never always looking to win. It was more about the camaraderie and hanging out with my friends down there, and that's yeah. And I appreciate those times where I was able to play this or play other mediocre or maybe a little bit better. Probably not better. Probably less so mediocre. This at least could win. I got a couple coming up that are really goofy. One maybe has 1 win under it, and the other one has a couple. But I think Kemba always did the best for me. Not exactly thrilled that it was monocolored, but it makes sense with the cats. You know, it's always a little bit more fun if you're multicolored because I don't know. That's just my thinking. So that's it. I'm gonna stop babbling now. Made my video. It's Thursday night. You watched this. You watched Mediocre MTG. I probably play Magic. Probably made you a little worse tonight if you don't play Magic. Probably made you question why you're watching this video. That's all I've got. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to whoever watches next week when I do the next video. I mean, our Crack Packin' Thursday. Pack Crackin' Thursday. I mess that up, I feel like, a good amount of the time. Pack Crackin' Thursday. That's next week. This was Commander Thursday. Kemba, I made that deck. It's mediocre. Thanks for watching. Bye.